It's hard not to get excited with what we see from Drew Lock.
He just has that swagger.
Comes one.
Touchdown, Denver!
Sitting down with Broncos quarterback Drew Lock. Drew, 4-1 as the starting quarterback. How would you sum up your rookie season?
Roller coaster, for sure. Feeling like, I'm lost in, this whole IR world, but then in the end, being able to go about things, learn in a different way than I would have if I wasn't on IR, and, being ready for the moment throughout the year, just in case my name did get called, and, sure enough, it did, and then we went through 5 games where I got to learn a whole heck of a lot, and, it helped me going into this next year, hopefully being ready to, be the guy with all the experiences that I took away from this year.
When you were put on IR, did you have a conversation with Elway?
Yeah, I did. The main point that he made to me was, not to treat it as a vacation year, not to just relax the whole time. And, that was big for me to hear. Obviously, I wouldn't have done that as a player, but just being able to, hear him say that, be able to lock that away, keep that in the back of my mind at all times to, have a little bit of hope that, if this hand gets better and, we feel the need to end up playing me, then, I was going to have a chance to step on the field, and that's, in the end, all I really wanted this year.
Third touchdown in the first half by the rookie Drew Lock.
Once you got in there, did you have a light bulb moment? Hey, I can actually do this. It confirmed your belief?
Yeah, it was after the 3rd drive against the Chargers.
Avoids a rush, throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Denver, Cortland Sutton. Drew Lock, another excellent throw.
I felt like I belonged out there. I came to the sideline and told TC, I'm like, hey, I think we can do this for a really long time. I think I can, be a really good quarterback in this league, and
you said that on the sideline?
Yeah, I said that on the sideline.
Really?
Just being able to feel the guys up there. You're playing Joey Bosa and Derwin James and Melvin Gordon, and you got all those guys. Phillips standing on the other side, of you, and that's just a dream come true to begin with. And for me to go out there and feel like, wow, I really belong, it was a really, really cool moment.
Your teammates call you a natural leader. And from my perspective, I could see when you were inserted in the lineup, something changed with the team. What changed from your perspective?
I think, I'm a young guy. I always have this kind of fire behind me, a little bit of swag, a little bit of fun, to where, if we were down in the dumps, losing a little bit there, and it was my job to bring some excitement back and bring some fire, bring some swagger, bring some, just enjoying the game of football that we've all worked so hard to get to this point, then, so be it. I'm glad I got to be that guy for this team, and I'm, with my style of leadership and who I am, I'm, that's not going to change anytime soon. So I'm excited to see that keep taking off.
But I've heard you talk about like Philip Lindsay wanting to make an impression on him, or how you're going to approach Von Miller. You're aware of like your surroundings and your social skills and stuff. Where did that come from?
I think it just comes from being put in those certain situations. I chose to stay at Missouri. I'm the hometown kid. The last thing anyone wanted was for me to come in there and be a cocky, arrogant, 4-star or whatever quarterback coming out of high school, to where I've learned to try to, adapt in the locker room, not step on toes, just, be myself to the fullest. Just no one likes arrogancy. No one likes, someone walking in thinking they're the stuff right off the bat. You got to earn your way through a locker room, and I've always kept that mentality. Start with my parents, how they raised me, and just who I am as a person. I want to show everybody that, from the good side of me. And hopefully they can follow that, and I end up being the leader of this team.
And that is a Denver touchdown on a shovel pass from Drew Lock.
What's it like being quarterback in this city?
Oh, it's special. They're going to have your back, especially when you're winning games. They're going to have your back. But no, it's a legacy of quarterbacks here, and I couldn't be more excited to hopefully keep that legacy going on with really good quarterback play.
We heard that you're going to talk to some former quarterbacks who live in this town.
Yeah.
I want to show you some highlights here. What do you see when you see highlights like this from Elway?
Little John.
What goes through your mind? That's the drive there.
Of course, at the time, if I was watching this, I wasn't going to be a big fan of these blue and orange. But No, I mean, you just see heart in this game. You want a guy that's got passion. You want a guy that's going to put his body on the line like this. You want a guy that's, you know, going to take shots, push the ball downfield, and get up and run around if he has to. And, you know, I like to think that I can be that for this team, and I like to think that, you know, the way John played, running around, scrambling like this. Gunslinger mentality, not afraid to take a hit, running around, dodging bullets. That's what I want to be. It's what I want to be in this league, and what I tried to show in college, and, you know, what I tried to show in these last 5 games to, you know, be the guy that'll stand in there and take hits at the same time and just show everybody on the team through grit, through toughness, through, you know, confidence that we can be a really, really good offense and a really, really good team, and I think that's what he did extremely well.
And then what about this guy?
The Sheriff.
The Sheriff.
I mean, you can learn so much from this guy, just as far as how he manipulated everything pre-snap, and then when he got the ball in his hands, he knew everything that was going on. And at the same time, being a leader, when Peyton steps into a room, you know, people are going to respect it. If there's one thing, you know, I would like to try to emulate with this guy is just the respect that he got from everybody, not only on his team, but in the NFL. You know, the Manning name is forever going to be a legacy in this game, and, you know, to be able to try to host the trophy up like that, you know, that didn't come with just going out there and rolling the dice. It came with a lot of hard work and his work ethic and the way that he can get the guys to play around him. I mean, you can't do it exactly like him, but you can sure as heck try, and that's what we're going to try to do.
Throws it in, caught for the touchdown.
What are some realistic expectations for year 2?
I think just to get better, keep getting better, keep proving to this team that I'm the guy. And, you know, I said it, you know, I think I've said it before, to where I'm excited to be able to be, you know, coming into a locker room in the offseason, being able to be the guy, not having to, you know, tiptoe around the locker room because I wasn't the guy when I first got here. Being able to show everybody who I really am is, you know, really exciting for me. You know, I'm looking forward to be able to get back here with all the guys, just let them feel my energy, let them feel, you know, my work ethic, and that, you know, hopefully once they feel that, you know, we'll get off to a hot start and keep rolling.
Do you feel like you play with a little bit of a chip on your shoulder, being a second-round pick?
Oh, always. I'll always play with that chip, but at the same time, I won't let it, you know, override too much stuff. I won't let it eat me up inside. You know, I carry my NFL backpack around. I got the pick cards, you know, the second-round pick. I keep that on me at all times when I'm here. It's just a little reminder to, you know, keep pushing. You got people to prove wrong, and you know, if that's just a little extra motivation for me, it's just, I'm going to use that as a little extra motivation for me. I'm not going to sit up here and say everyone made mistakes like, you know, past quarterbacks have done. But, you know, at the same time, you know, I think if it was ever in the conversation of, you know, picking a quarterback and, you know, you didn't, I'm going to definitely keep that in the back of my mind.
You pay attention, though. You see what, like, Kyler Murray did this year, or Daniel Jones, and you kind of pay attention to those guys? I
mean, a little bit, especially when I started on IR. You know, you got to watch a lot of football. That's just what you do when you're on the IR. You know, massive support for all those guys. You know, we have to learn a lot as rookies. We got to figure it out. We got to take some lumps here and there, but there's also some good times in there. Daniel had multiple, 4, 5 touchdown games. I mean, that's awesome, especially, you know, for that team and, you know, for the build-up that he wants to have there. And even Kyler, you know, we're all just trying to figure it out. You know, Dwayne didn't have it easy, but he battled. He pushed through a lot of stuff, and, you know, it speaks a lot for this class. We're definitely a battle-tested class, and, you know, I think we can make this league very special, and I think we can all be special players in this league.
Last one for you here. We saw you rapping to Jeezy, and you said that you like to rap to jump around.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song?
My favorite song? Oh gosh, that's so hard. You know, I'm a big Post Malone guy. That's kind of my more mellow side. I'll go with all the hard stuff in the locker room and before the game, but. You know, I went to the Post Malone concert and, you know, really got to kick back and love that. Hollywood's Bleeding, he came out too, so that one's kind of stuck to me right now because that was a really, really cool moment, being able to be there for him to come out. It was pretty sick.
You don't care. You're just fired up on the sidelines.
No, I'm just fired up. And if any song comes on, we'll put any rap song come on. I'm a big lyrics guy for some reason. I don't know. I'll listen to it a couple times and it's just. It's just in my head. Maybe I need to start listening to play calls like I listen to the lyrics, and then I'll be good to go.